KDB. 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 KDB.
Beats Planet.
Boy, Chad, I ain't gonna lie.
Come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
Sometimes me and Will Steele conversation be so good, boy. I just be leaving y'all on hold till what 3:40. Like, hey, let's just keep it a buck, man. I just want to be fair to my clock, man. The show is going to end at 4:00 today.
You hear what I said?
Yo, man, let me just tell y'all something, man. Me and Will still had the same problem today, man. He didn't go live because his phone wasn't working today. I was like, damn, boy, Will still didn't go live. I saw them Brandon Cooks highlights he threw up there. So I knew he was all right. I knew he was alive because he threw them Brandon Cooks because that's what he do. And I was like, hey, Will still, why you cancel your show today, man? He said, man, we ain't had no phones, dog. Couldn't contact Okoye, couldn't do the phones, couldn't do the film. We ain't had nothing. So I threw them Brandon Cooks highlights up there. Damn, Sky. I say, damn, let me go check to see if my phones work. And my shit ain't work either.
Oh, no. It must be going around.
It's a bug. Damn. It's a bug in the computers, dog. So I don't know, dog. It's just, hey, but we gonna do our best to break down the 28th in sacks given up. Bryce Young, and Adam Thielen. Who they third tight end is, Scott? Because what's the name in the protocol? Let's see who they third tight end is. Tommy Tremble, boy. Hey,
I like Tremble.
I do too, guys. And I love Tommy Trump. We're going to talk all about it today on this edition of Voch Lombardi Live. Boy.
Hey, Voch.
And this is just a mixtape.
VOCHIE.
Still fucking up your name?
VOCHLOMBARDI. Appreciate y'all for being here. And I'm being point guarded by the best in the biz. William Skywalker still.
Even when I was wrong, I got my point across.
What's good with you, famo?
All right, that's the last time. It's just this week's one, you know?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Just this week. I'll figure out a different one next week. We'll see.
I was thinking about it too, you know what I'm saying? Finding some set of lyrics that go with the hey. But I'm look, Blade Brown, I'm sorry, bro. I'm never giving away Hey Vacha and pairing it with a rap lyric that or a rap section that I like. So I think that'll be a cool little, you know, project for us every month, every other week.
Switch it up.
Like switch it up a little bit, you know, because I mean, even though this is fire.
Hey, Vacha.
And this is just a mixtape.
Even though that's fire.
And where's it?
You know what I'm saying?
We got some bangers, low-key.
We got some shit, dog.
We got some bangers.
Yo, Scott, something that just put a smile on my face, man. I just smile real big. I just couldn't resist. Every now and then, Scott, I'll just be doing something else in, you know, some other universe that I be in, right? And it's one thing when, you know, you may hear it on Footsie's show or like Law Nation show because we all the same family. But man, I was on Bleach Report and somebody was like, Vacha, aka Ferrari, and I was like, damn, boy, we got reach. We crossing over the platform.
There we go.
So, hey, man, that's a cool little thing to do. I'm gonna start searching for songs, and me and you can, you know what I'm saying, compete. There was a while where, you know, we got bored in the off season. We were just competing.
We was competing on drops,
obscure ass drops. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. Chat, I'm not going to play the sad piano music when we do this. And I guess I can address this side of. Let's get started, Scott. We getting off at 4. We might as well get started. We might as well get started, Scott. The phone's broke.
I'll tell you something, man. The research and work we put in for a game like this, y'all better.
Scott, it hurt me.
Where's my button?
Scott, it hurt me to even know that the Panthers is 29th in points. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't even know that information, Scott. I shouldn't even know about what Tyler Bagent, Tommy, what's his name? The Bears dude, Bagent?
I don't know, but he might be invited to the cookout. I heard his speech after the first game he won.
What'd he say?
He be around brothers. That's all.
Cookout. Look, I'm such a fan of your show. I'm thinking that you mean like cookout, like he giving us the playbook or something.
No,
you mean he's a swaggy Caucasian is what you're saying?
Yeah. That caught me by surprise a little bit. Tyler
Bagent looked like Joe Sandberg with a chest tattoo, and he go, "Hey, dog, listen, man. Hey, man, we came in here, we fought hard, dog. We did our thing. Appreciate y'all for holding me down."
That's what he did. I was like, hold up, wait a minute.
Hey, man, y'all been here since day one. We gonna keep this thing rolling. You feel me? and they was all like, yeah. And I'm like, who is Cooper Rush's nephew?
And Cooper Rush, hold on, one more before we go. So you know how Dad goes.
Can I say it? Can I say it? Can I guess? Scott?
Go ahead.
Scott. Because I didn't want nobody to call me racist. But Scott, I badly wanted to tweet this, but I didn't know if it was appropriate.
You can't tweet.
We live, so
You gotta do it here. You can't tweet.
I was like, "Hey, Dak," be like, "Here we go." I was gonna be like, Cooper Rush says, "Here we are, guys."
Side and get yourself something cool to drink.
I'll be like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Hey, all right, it's time for Cooper Rush to come to the line and says, let's do it, guys." Scott, why did I know that's where you was about to go?
Cause we right here with it. We right here with it.
Why did I know that's where you was
I
about
know y'all heard that, bro. Cooper Rush went to the line of scrimmage, and Dak got the swag with it. Here we go.
Cooper Rush.
Here we go.
No, Cooper Rush might have well been saying, begin.
Yo, that's crazy. All right, I'm cool. I'm not the only one who noticed that, bro.
Oh, Sky, his "Here We Go" is way less swaggy than Tyler Bagent's.
His "Here We Go" is crazy. All right, go ahead, bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
Let's go, guys. Oh, shit. Where we get, what bank I'm on?
They just
Okay,
need to
here we-
switch the cadence, bro. Like, just don't do that to my man. Don't do that to Coop.
Oh, but I hope I don't get fired. But dog, that's whiter than Broncos. Let's ride.
Oh, it's terrible, bro.
That's been rough. Whew, I need to cut my fan on.
I know. I done got hot. I'm about to take this off.
I'm sweating. Oh, Scott, how I know you about to say that? How I know that?
Yo, we've been around each other too much, man.
Damn, Cooper Rush just take all the swag out of here.
Took it all off, bro.
Oh man. I think there's gonna be a game where we're gonna hear Cooper Rush say, "Here we go," though.
It's been about 5 of them.
Yeah. We hear him a lot. Whew. Scott, let me ask you this. We talked about it a couple of days ago, but we fighting to get to 30 minutes to get to 4 o'clock. At what point, right? Or just how would you balance this if you was in charge, Scott? How would you balance this? I need to get Cooper Rush some reps just in charge. I need to get Cooper Rush some reps just in case we're playing against a team that in all likelihood we should take care of business, right? How do you balance? I need to get Cooper some reps just in case, or I really need to know what I got in Trey Lance at this point, and I may want to put some good shit on film to trade him. How do you balance those two?
Man, if you would have told me before the season, hey, 5 of your first 9 games, you gonna be able to put in your backup with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I'd have been like, hey, we need to activate my guy for a little bit, right? Just to potentially put something on film to trade. But if I may, I don't know that he's ready.
But you know what? We need to know that.
Yeah.
That's what we need to know. That's what we need to know. That's
Yeah.
fair. I agree. That's fair.
And it's weird because you can't just activate him, right? Unless you make him the second quarterback.
And Cooper Rush would have to be inactive as the emergency guy. Correct. Yeah, I was thinking about it, man. I was like, hey, man, this is, these games, because we know what Cooper Rush is, right? And in the event, because look, let's just keep it a buck. If what my man Tom Moore said about Peyton Manning, somebody asked, hey, when if Peyton Manning get hurt, why don't your backup quarterback get some reps or something like that? Tom Moore said, hey, man, if 18 get hurt, we fucked.
We done.
You don't practice fucked. And brilliant quote, by the way. I think if you know what I'm saying, then we know what we have in Cooper Rush. In these particular situations, like my man Dak said on sides of the sounds of the sideline. What do you say? The hat, fourth quarter hat, he says, second half hat, he say, whatever it is. I love when Dak puts on the second half hat, he get to sit down because we've taken care of business. But at that point, we need to go, all right, Trey. We know we got in Cooper. We don't know what we have in you, Trey Lance. And this may be the last game where I could say we can walk in relatively confident that we should be able to take care of business to where in the fourth quarter, Dak will be sitting down somewhere. Because after this game, the games get rough and they get tricky. I say tricky because Washington Football Wizards is not a good team, but they do a lot of goofy shit to us. And then the other 5 teams, we already know those, those teams and what we expect from them. I'm just feeling like I think that'll be a great question to ask Mike McCarthy. Maybe we should tap in with a media friend and ask them what they feel or ask them to ask. But this the last chance you got. This the last team you should be favored to beat the shit out of before the season's over?
They're a little tapping, and I don't know that he's ready.
Scott, somebody in the chat said, Cooper Rush says, assemble, activate.
Leave Cooper alone, man.
I
He's
would
doing
not.
the best he can.
Anyway, I just wanted to run that by you. I wanted to just, talk to Cowboy fans directly and speak to y'all. And I shouldn't have to be the one to try to give you confidence, right? I shouldn't be the one that's trying to talk you off this ledge. I mean, I understand some Cowboy fans have their natural pessimism. And listen, I'm not trying to tell you how to fan, but if you want to be pessimistic about the Eagles team or the 49er matchup, cool, you can be pessimistic about that. But these games, versus these teams that we're favored against, man, look, they may get one. Arizona, and look, Josh Dobbs, shit, better than what we thought he was, right? Arizona may get one off of you, right? But for the most part, your team is talented enough, and I think we're trending in the right direction, Will Steele. We're going to be talking about this all day. We're talented enough. We're way better than this team, and we're trending to be even better than what we are. We just keep going up like this. I don't want y'all to not enjoy these games where we beat the shit out of somebody and stack another good game on top of another good game just because you feel like, oh, trap game. Because what's going to happen is the same people, they was like, Sky, you think Zeke will have a revenge game from New England? Sky, hey, man, I know it's Zach Wilson, but boy, he just beat the Bills.
Yeah.
Sky, the Giants gonna want revenge. They remember what you did to them the first week, Sky. Sky? Matthew Stafford healthy. They won the Super Bowl. It's gonna be Sky. Kellen Moore got the playbook and man. In real life, bro, most of the time, if your team is better and if your team is executing, you're gonna beat the teams that you're better than. You may get trapped once, dog.
Yeah.
And if something weird may happen in some like division game or whatever, but 90% of the time you beat teams that you're better than. You're way better than this team. And the Carolina's defense is better than what the record and what the optics say, but you've played defenses better than them all year. And you beat the shit out of some of them. Jets, you beat the shit out of some of them. Don't let this be a game where you walk in fearful. Have some confidence walking into this game, and it's a noon game. So have some confidence that we're gonna walk in early, take care of business, and just enjoy the rest of football that week. You got something on this?
No, you as you were talking, I was thinking, how many times have a Cardinal situation happened throughout the year, right? And I went back and looked since 21 because 2020 don't really count. It's about one time. About once a year you get the Cardinals. This year it's happened. The Broncos, which that wasn't a bad team, by the way. That wasn't.
Bridgewater was the quarterback. They thought it was bad.
It was a pretty good, talented team. Yeah, good defense, talented players on offense. But we'll call it the Broncos, right? Broncos game was in 2021. Last year, you could argue Green Bay maybe, but I mean that's Aaron Rodgers, so it's kind of hard to really say. So yeah, you'll get one of these games that it happens. Maybe we'll say Washington at the end, but there was nothing to play for technically. So. Sure. But do you get 2, 3, 4 of these happening throughout the year? No. So, and usually when that does happen to the Cowboys, they say, okay, we can't let that happen again. Remember, that was a conversation about the Giants. Yep. Well, we can't sleep on them because what happened in Carolina or what happened in Arizona. Same thing is probably going to be said in that locker room. Hey, man, we can't be going into this game looking ahead to Thanksgiving, because we saw what happened when we did that before.
Yep. Plus, we can use that as some great coaching tape and bulletin board material and motivational tools, right? Because as a player, I can understand because I fall into that same thing. Like, man, I wish I could simulate the season until I can get to the games I want to play. Which is why I love that we got tough games at the end of the season. But if you're the head coach of this team, you should be putting posters of Josh Dobbs in a Cardinal jersey. You should just put that video of him dodging darts because Michael was talking shit. Put that on all the TVs. Use the trap game that got you earlier to motivate your guys to come in here and take care of business. I go back to sounds of the sideline, but Scott, I think it's a fantastic tool. If you go back to the Rams win, right? JK was on the sideline talking to D-Law and just all the other guys. Hey, let's take care of business because we know what we got next week. That was something JK was saying. Great leadership by him. Let's come in, let's finish this up, take care of our business because we know what's coming. We know what's on the way. And after this, it's some shit.
Yeah,
it's some shit.
Turns up.
Yep. So let's get into it, Sky. Carolina Panthers are 29th in points. They don't score a whole bunch.
No.
And they 30th in yards. They don't run the ball very well. Miles Sanders is a running back that we're familiar with because he was an Eagle, but this offensive line, this run game ain't that one. Chuba Hubbard's another guy that's run the ball for them, and this is like, hey, we've seen elite running backs all year. Your team ain't got one of them.
Yeah, I like Chuba. I think he runs hard.
Sure.
But for whatever reason, they've phased out Miles, and it's basically Chuba Hubbard's backfield.
It's basically Chuba now. Yep. And I feel like you have to come in and be prepared for both of them. But if you've held Christian McCaffrey to 50 yards, you've held DeAndre Swift to, I don't know, it was like what, 50 something, whatever. You shut down Bryce Young. Saquon gets nothing until later in the game. Saquon the first time doesn't really get. You shut down better running backs in this. If your Cowboys run defense takes care of business, then they'll take care of this Panthers run game that doesn't exist. O-line ain't great neither. I mean, they got some names that you recognize. they all young cats. Ike Ekwonu, former Louisville guy, hadn't really put it all together. Zavala, we know Zavala from draft season, not good enough to beat us just yet. Bozeman came from the Ravens, not enough to beat us. Austin Corbett, who we used to beat the shot at him with the Rams, not enough to beat us. Damn. This is a highlight of guys that I feel like just find the squirrel all over the place.
They had a left guard.
Mm-hmm.
He just cut him because he's been bad.
Mm-hmm.
He's been playing with them for 7 games. His last name was Throckmorton.
I know Throckmorton. He's he used to play tackle at Oregon. Big tall character.
They threw him in there when Zavala got hurt, and he was playing right guard and left guard. He's been bad. Zavala, even when he was playing, he was bad. You know, Cade Mays is a backup that might play in that spot. Their interior, to me, is their weak link.
Sure.
Center's bad, too.
Taylor Moton, the whole line.
No, I like Moton, bro.
I don't think Moton that good.
I like Moton. I
think his feet slow. But sure.
You know what, though? Now that you say that, I did see that. But he got some ridiculously long arms.
Yeah. He got length. He can bail himself out.
Mm.
But we got guys that like Dante Fowler gonna run past you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you can reach him or not.
He can get under those long arms, yeah.
Yeah. So I just see this as a game that if we take care of things, if we just take care of our own business, we'll be fine. Bryce, I keep wanting to call him Bryce. Bryce Young, first overall pick. Sky, if CJ Stroud was in this game, you think you'd be a little more nervous if CJ Stroud was a quarterback for the Panthers, you think?
So we're saying we have to say that he's playing like that in Houston and Carolina, right?
Of course.
I mean, you nervous, I wouldn't say that, but I think you take this game more seriously.
A little more serious.
Yeah.
Because if we was playing the Texans, it'll be a game that you take super serious.
Oh, yeah, they took us to the wire last year.
Yeah. Beat the Bengals last week.
Beat the Bengals last week,
yeah.
See, I like the Texans. I like what they're doing.
I like
down
them a lot,
there, man. I don't like a particular fan, but I like what they're doing down there.
I'm not gonna let Eastside Harold make me hate CJ Stroud.
Yeah. Or D'Amico or Bobby Slowick.
Sure. Noah Brown, my favorite receiver in the world. It taking an elite motherfucker to make Noah Brown and Dalton Schultz good, dog. So just shots out of CJ Stroud. Bryce Young holds the ball a bunch. I think he gets confused. I don't think he throws with a lot of anticipation. I don't think the game slowed down for him. That's what happens when you rush guys into these positions and you don't build the house. My biggest draft philosophy, Scott, is build the house first and then take your quarterback. It doesn't make sense to take your quarterback and then build the rest of your team. Just wait, because you can win games with Eugene Smith and Baker Mayfield, right?
But that's a tough though, ain't it? Because if you got Stroud on the board, which they did, or if you got Manning, I'm using old names, or if you got one of those on the board, Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. You can't just be like, I'll just wait till the next wave of quarterbacks and I'll take this lineman. Like, you can't do that, right? Like, you got to get your guy.
Man, but that's my whole thing, though, Sky. Like, we get them dudes every year. And honestly, Trevor Lawrence, a starter, and he's played some good, but Trevor looking funny right now, man.
Yeah, but he's a guy. He's a franchise guy, right? Like,
He's a franchise guy. It's you have to. It's a fine line, dog, and we miss on quarterbacks every single year, dog.
But Bryce, to me, wasn't the one you do that for. You know, if you were going to take a Bryce, then you needed to build a foundation. But there's a certain other quarterbacks I think would say, okay, we'll take our guy and then build around it as we go.
Sure.
He ain't one of them to me, but
ain't no house around Bryce Young. It's him and a plot of dirt and a mailbox with no door to it, just an open ass mailbox and a bunch of grass. He throws to an older Adam Thielen. I know some people were scared of Adam Thielen, and I know it was racist because the first thing that we thought of was Cooper Kupp. We said he ain't better Cooper. And all the receivers that Thielen played like, the first one we thought of was Cooper Kupp for whatever reason.
He was tearing shit up earlier, and I was like, let me go look at what. I'm like, he's their number one guy, right? So he's their only guy. He's getting targeted. He's still Adam Thielen, reliable type, but he's not a. He might catch some passes. He might even score. I don't know, but he ain't somebody I'm shaking in the knees about. No. Jonathan
Mingo is a rookie. I wanted us to draft, but I was thinking of in context. Hey, maybe Mingo could be like our fourth guy. Mingo, like they second dude. You know what I mean? He ain't ready to be second dude. DJ Chark is on the injury report, right, Scott?
Yeah, I didn't see him in the last game I was studying though.
Yeah. So he's hurt and he's there. DJ Chark is speed threat guy. If he ain't on the field, the offense is pretty slow. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the buck with you.
They receiver slow, yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So but the biggest thing about Panthers offense, I would say, is that Bryce holds the ball and that gets him sacked a bunch. You know what I'm saying? So if we're going to be the crew that goes get guys and puts pressure on guys and bring guys to the ground, this the game to go get your Pro Bowl numbers. This the game to go get your Pro Bowl numbers. Mike, if you mad you ain't get a sack last week, now's the week to get a sack, Michael Parsons, or to get multiple sacks, Michael Parsons. This is the time to do it. The defense got a couple names that I recognize, and they play much better than what this offense is. This offense puts them in some weird spots, but I think the Panthers were able to beat the Texans early this year because they played relatively solid defense, Guy. Now, let me just be clear. We played better defenses. We played better at every level, right? Because I don't want nobody to go on Twitter and be like, Voch Lombardi said that the Panthers defense is tough enough to give us a problem.
The Panthers defense is better than their offense.
Yes, and I'm just saying if you're gonna pick something, like if you're gonna pick a plight, right? If we're gonna have the most problems with anything, it'll be versus the Panthers defense. But you put points on the Jets, you put points on, I would say, the early version of the Giants or whatever. Now they flat out shitty, but that week one Giants probably better than them. You put points on the Eagles and their guys. At every level of this thing, you played better dudes and more dudes, right? Brian Burns is a dude, but you've played against teams that got like two dudes that can pass rush. Derek Brown, is he healthy? Is he playing? Cool.
He playing, yeah. He pops
Derek Brown is a dude and he can play. But you've played some Quentin Williamses. You got a Tyler Smith. Derek Brown ain't gonna do nothing to Tyler Smith. Is Tyler Smith salsa?
That's the one.
He gonna be head up on Biadasz?
Mm.
Okay, cool. I remember Derek Brown coming out of Florida and they kind of moved him around a little bit. Played a lot of 3-tech, mostly a 1-tech guy. So, but still, Biadasz, if you just coming off a Dexter Lawrence fight,
right,
then you're primed for this kind of conversation right now. This is nothing we haven't seen before. This team, and it just happens to be the tougher unit of the day. But, and I haven't talked to you about this, Sky. Mike McCarthy wanted this thing to be a defensive team. Would you say the past couple of weeks we've been an offensive team and we just played great defense after that?
We've been an offensive team since Trey went down.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So our offense is especially how we've been looking and we surging like this. Our offense is the MFer. So this defense here, I think they what they give up points per game. I had it written down somewhere.
20, like 30th, I think.
Like 30 or something.
Yeah, they're a weird defense because again, it's context. If you just look at numbers without looking at the context, you might come away and be like, oh, but they played two rookies the last 3 games, and they played a backup quarterback in Indianapolis. When they've played a meaningful quarterback before that,
They get whooped.
Gave up 42 points to both of those teams. Talking about the Miami Dolphins and the Detroit Lions.
Yep.
You might look at a yard stat, right? Because people top 10 in yards, they're almost dead last in points allowed. They are. There's another one I had there. Oh, get to the red zone. They're the worst red zone defense in the league. 32nd in the league. They 7 out of their 8 games they've given up over 130 yards. 7 out of 9 games. Over 130 rush yards. 130 rush yards, bro. We ain't even running team, but they giving up over 130 in 7 out of their 9 games.
Yeah,
you might be able to get things going. So you got to dive deeper into these numbers in the context of what's happening with that defense. Now, on the flip side, the positive side for them, because again, I wouldn't particularly say this is a good defense. I would say they have good players over there.
They just better than offense.
Better than offense. On the flip side, though, Voch, they will be getting back J.C. Horn, who probably will be getting. I'm not going to confirm it, but he's back at practice, so he'll possibly be there. Brian Burns wasn't there last week, but they played Cooper Rush's hood cousin,
Begin.
So look, come on, we're talking about a rookie quarterback in Houston, which the kid's been killing it, but it's still a rookie at the end of the day.
Sure.
Gardner Minshew and the Colts, and then Tyler Bajan or whatever his name is with the Bears. And then when they play real quarterbacks and real offenses, before that, 42 burgers twice.
Yeah.
So this is not a defense to be scared of, but there's players to respect.
Sure. But like I said, we play
way better defense.
So look, watch this, right? They got a D lineman on their D line that's really good, but we play full D lines.
Right.
Like the Eagles are a full from left to right D line, even the backups. You know what I'm saying? We haven't seen none that they don't have to throw at us. I have a correction, Sky. I was incorrect, pardon me, but I'll tell you exactly why my brain said it. Derek Brown didn't play for Florida, he played for Auburn. But the reason I thought Florida, because when I watched Derek Brown film, there was this. I think he had an interception or like a fumble, a fumble 6 versus Florida or something, and that was one of his bigger highlight plays. And just in my mind, I just associated Derek Brown with Florida. So, pardon me, draft characters, draft nerds. Pardon me.
I will say this offensively, bro.
He ain't on my team. Go ahead, Scott.
Early game, on the East Coast. One of those things where you got to wake up and get going, right? Yep. So it's really 1 o'clock on the East Coast, but just don't start off slow. And you're probably going to have a half and half home field advantage, honestly. A lot of Cowboy fans over there.
Them Panthers fans selling their damn tickets, and they goddamn flight ain't far from Carolina to Texas. They're gonna get that lit 4-hour flight, that little one way. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Cowboy fans probably good to go. The best way I can fill up a little more time, those guys, is just say what I look forward to from my offense. Just do the same shit that we did last week. Spam Lamb, #Spam Lamb. Continue to get Cooks involved. Get Ferguson involved, and everybody else get in where you fit in. Run the football, and if you feel like the run game need to be better, get more attempts. I don't think the defense is going to be a problem, but just I love what you said. It's an away game. It's a noon game. Come out, take care of your business, sit your ass down in the fourth quarter, and let's get ready for the Washington Football Wizards because they think Sam Howell good. So let's go out there and deal with them.
I think if they block it up, I think we should be able to continue this rampage we're on throwing the ball. Just got to block it up. Yep. We talked about in the back. We like a couple of the secondary guys, but at the end of the day, they're not them types to be able to just shut down Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb, Jake Ferguson. And then you throw in the role players, just doing role player things. 3-target Michael Gallup. Turpin might be back. It's a lot of weapons they got to deal with that I don't think they're equipped to handle if they can't get home.
Yeah. So hey, that's what it is. You think Turpin being back is going to affect Brandon Cooks and his targetage or whatever? It shouldn't, but I heard that somewhere. Somebody was like, "Oh well, yeah." I heard it on the radio. My fault. It was like, "Hey man, is this the week Brandon Cooks got involved because Turpin was out?" And I was like, "How those two things go together?" But I'm gonna ask Scott.
Yeah, how does that go together? Turpin gets like 2 targets again.
Ain't even target monster. Yeah. So, I mean,
no. I thought you was gonna go the other way, like we talked about yesterday, with MG. Will that because look, if MG only getting 3 and Turpin getting 2,
I'm definitely. I'm definitely yeah. Now, Sky, did you get a chance to see the Cowboys injury report today?
Oh yes, I did.
Sky. Now the backups don't be getting a whole bunch of reps now, huh? At practice, right? Like it's really for the guys getting ready for the game, and the backups don't really get hurt for real, huh?
The when I say backups, like quarterback backups.
Nah, I mean like the back
offensive
like,
lineman
I'm
backups.
talking about the ones that don't even play in the game.
Oh, down
Sunday.
roster dudes. Yeah, they ain't getting no snaps.
Sky, when the fuck Viliami get hurt?
Oh, okay. I thought you was going to Hendershot roll, but yeah, I saw that too. I had a little chuckle. Like he must have got hurt at practice. You know, stretching, team drills, something like that. Hopefully it wasn't off field.
How about we need a roster spot?
Oh, I see where you go.
And they go, I know.
Your ankle hurt, don't it? Yeah, I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
Hey, look, we was talking about that shit yesterday, dog. I saw the practice, but I say, whatever happened to Viliami where he get hurt? I said, Rashawn Evans can't go back to the squad.
And look, it ain't just Rashawn either. Look,
yeah,
Hendo might be back. So now we're talking 2 roster spots.
Do we need Hendo back? I'm trying to get the interview, maybe not. But
Sir,
do we need Hendo?
Allow me to be phony. I was through with this dude, right? And we both was like, let's see what Schoolmaker got, baby. Not wrong one, my bad. That's the one.
And School ain't done shit.
School ain't done nothing.
Scott, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
we try to be fair with the rules of engagement.
I try.
And the rules are, hey, if somebody in front of you on the depth chart gets hurt, you have a hell of an opportunity to take their job, right?
We gave him a shot.
Schoolmaker, how many weeks Schoolmaker had to do anything? What, 7 weeks to do anything? And Schoon ain't do. Look, and I was talking shit, right? I was like, man, y'all up here hyping Peyton Hendershot. He only had 16 catches last year. How is that going to stop Blue Schoonmaker?
Schoon on pace for like 4.
For 7. That boy on pace.
Fam, we can't even run 12 personnel properly. They see 86. He blocking. This a run. He blocking.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know, man.
So at the end of the day, do you think Hendershot will help us in the passing game at all? Because Luke ain't ready.
All right, allow me to try to be fair here.
Let's be fair.
He has tape where he has helped us.
Or where he can at least be better than what Schoon's been doing.
I wanted to say yes without a doubt, but then I see him drop, passes, and it's annoying. However, he is more versatile than Schoonmaker right now, right? Like he does backfield stuff, handoffs, all the motion stuff, and he can get downfield and things. As weird as this is gonna sound because he's been dropping passes, he probably is a more of a threat as a receiver. But I'm not saying this with my chest. I'm not a fan of Hendo. I think we could look to replace him, but right now you're getting nothing out of Schoonmaker, and I don't care about the blocking situation. You can do that in 13. Yeah. We had a situation last year where we was rolling out 13 because you had a third tight end that can do some of those things, right? Sure. You can't roll 13 out, seriously. You can barely even roll 12 personnel out right now. And 12 personnel is such a cheat code, and we don't really have an advantage in it. So we kind of got to see what Hendo got on the second go around. Hopefully that Pine would change his mind, right?
Yeah, hopefully that's the plan. Let me go to one of our beat writer friends because I just we need something to talk about for the next few minutes before we clock out of here because the phone's broke. I know some people tapped in late. The phones is just shattered. It's gonna take the whole rest of the week to figure it out. We ain't going live tomorrow. These phones. Let's see. Oh, Patrick NOC Walker just tweeted this out. Panthers coach Frank Reich says he's taking over play calling duty starting this week. Why would you want to do that?
Yeah, he screwed up my notes, man. I had a nice little section about I forget.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I forget what's his name. He used to play coach assistants at the Rams. Thomas Brown. So Thomas Brown, first year offensive coordinator from the Rams, and apparently Frank Reich was a play caller. Then he gave it to Thomas Brown, and now he's taking it back. So they a mess over there, man.
Crazy. Like this the defense you want to just like he must be trying to save his job for. He was like, look, he had to have said, you know what? Not only am I gonna take up, I'm gonna take over play call for the Cowboys. Watch me go out there and whoop the Cowboys. Like that. Dog, like wait till next week. Wait till next week, dog. You in the South, you in the NFC South. Wait till you play the Falcons or something. Go play the Saints with that. The Saints
this ain't the time.
This ain't the one you want to just roll up on, man. Rico Dowdle, Viliami Fahoku, Peyton Hendershot, Jordan Lewis, Oso Diggy Zawad, Jalen Tolbert, Kavontae Turpin are all on the injury report, but they all practice in full, so we'll be good.
One more thing on Frank Wright. I will say this. When Frank was with Philly, I remember one thing he did, and I don't know how he was calling plays earlier. One thing he did when he got what's the quarterback that won the Super Bowl? Nick Foles. When Nick Foles came in, a whole lot of that RPO came back heavy. So I wonder if they'll just do heavy ass RPO in this game, keep it simple, stupid, and just try not to make any mistakes. So that's just something. Just trying to be objective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair enough. It's a lot of Panther shit coming out last minute about them drafting. Deciding.
They owner. I thought Jerry talked. They owner gave the blueprint. Did you hear that?
The Panthers had a 3-way trade with Chicago and Houston to move up to the second pick until the Texans changed their mind last second.
Fam, listen to the owner. I think it's the owner. Pull the curtains. Like, just pull the curtains back and say, hey, this is exactly what we did and how we were thinking. You don't normally see that often.
Yeah. It's a minute clip, and if I play it, y'all won't be able to hear it. So I mean, I won't play it right now, but this is look, I like good mess, right? And Jerry does a bunch of chatty patty shit, but at least we used to it, you know what I mean? As a team, you know what I mean? Like Dak even came out and says, hey man, Jerry said a lot of shit, but I don't really be listening for real. Like Bryce is your rookie franchise quarterback, man. So you might not want to get into a whole bunch of.
And I don't even think bro wanted him. I think the owner did.
Okay, hold on. So let's do this, guy. Let's do this. Let me cut that off. Boom, boom. Hold on.
And the Texans, we had a trade to go up to 2. And it was a 3-way trade with Chicago. And we were going to go up to 2. And the Texans were going to trade up to 1. Chicago was going to be down to 2, and we were going to trade with Chicago. And so we were waiting. We had that trade kind of arranged on Wednesday, I think, Scott. Is that the timeline? I think Wednesday. And so, we waited.
Even gave the date. What day was it?
Hey, cuz, when was that? It was Wednesday. Yeah. Wednesday.
I don't love when trades don't happen right away. Some drivers got crazy. I have to apologize to Scott for this, by the way. I'm saying, what's going on with these guys? This doesn't feel right. What's going on? And so Wednesday goes, Thursday goes, we get into Friday, and the Texans changed their mind about the trade, about doing the trade, the 3-way trade. We got in the afternoon. It's Friday afternoon, and Scott talked to Poles, and basically he got a value that he would accept for us to move up to 1. We had a trade to go up to.
So he was like, "Hey man, we might as well just take Bryce, but we might as well. We wanted to not have to make that decision. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to just sit around, but I guess we'll just take Bryce. That's interesting, man. That's interesting. I hope Buddy don't take it too serious, because that's the kind of shit that'll put you in a bad place with a franchise that got rights to you for 5 years. Yeah. But you don't just hear a whole bunch of trading of quarterbacks. They just kind of live and die what they got. But CJ motherfucker, man. CJ motherfucker. And Bryce seeing things slow, and he's holding the ball and getting sacked. So hey, it's whatever.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, go ahead.
Coaching matters, bro. CJ goes to D'Amico Ryans and Bobby Slowick, right? And he goes to Frank Wright, who was kicked out of Indianapolis and one of the worst teams in the league, which Houston was too, but an owner who don't know what he's doing apparently, but man.
Yeah. Lost in Translation podcast says Bryce ain't that bad. Well, I ain't saying Bryce bad or not, because he's a rookie and he got time.
Right.
But CJ Stroud is having a loud season. Bryce is having a very quiet one. So as of right now,
being nice. It's not good, bro.
It's bad. He's having a bad season. He's having a bad season. And I may be mistaken when I say this to you, Scott. This is gonna make it suck, and then we're gonna get into the super chats or whatever. I may be mistaken, but yes, as bad as Bryce is being, that pick is just gonna go to Chicago anyway.
Which is why that game was hilarious, right?
Yep.
Because some people didn't realize that. Like, well, Chicago's ruining their chance to. No, they're not. They're actually helping their chance to get the first round pick because they got it.
Yep.
You know. And I like the kid, but it's not a great situation for him right now, man.
Yeah.
And if you
look,
want to get into, go ahead.
No. Go ahead.
Now, if you want to get into numbers,
Mm-hmm.
and again, he's a rookie, man. So I feel bad for going in like this, but when you pressure him, he quite literally is one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen in the last few years facing the pressure.
Cowboys #1 in pressure.
He's like 39% completion, bro. He's averaging less than 4 yards per completion when he's pressured. Not sacked, because obviously it's a sack, just pressured. So it's tough for him, man. It's tough.
I was listening to Authentic, right? Authentic is he's a Giants content creator, and he does great things. So y'all go watch him. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm a Bears fan this week, and we all should be." And I was like, "Damn, dog, that's how it is. That's how it is."
A Bears fan? Panthers fan, you mean?
He's a Panthers fan. Pardon me. Yeah. He's a Panthers fan this week. I was like, man, why? Why you? You know what I'm saying? I ain't asked. I was just in the chat. Listen, like, why you a Panthers fan? Is it because we just beat y'all? But as a Giants fan, he want that first overall pick.
Yeah,
that's what that is. And boy,
makes sense.
And look, it's early now, but we got a long off season to laugh at New York. It's just it's night and day, Sky, of what we dealt with Giants fans in August.
Oh yeah,
and us not hearing a peep.
They don't be here no more.
Chat, y'all remember how many Giants fans we had in the chat? They were just in here chilling.
They ain't here no more.
They don't even want to hear us talk no more.
One more thing on Bryce. He's running the ball more now. He had 13 carries over the last 3 games. He had like 8 the first 5. So he just like, fuck it. I'm out. You know what I'm saying? So more attempts to run. Yeah.
He been watching Dak. Trying to be like Dak. Let me just get a first down here, first down there. Supers, y'all. Let's get into supers. Supers.
Has Chef ever called back in since the second time he called back in?
Man, Chef called my phone. I had to block.
Nah, time to call back in here.
Yeah,
I want to know about them specialists.
I don't. Hey, Authentic is live. We should do a raid when we're done here. I know I got this shit pulled up somewhere. Here we go. Studio. Supers. Today is the 15th and Trenton Varnell dropped 5 and said, since the volume is playing games with y'all. Since the volume is playing games with y'all now, you should live stream during the games again. Those were the best times in Voch Lombardi history. Well, I didn't get fired. And me and the volume still coordinate content, and the lives ain't coming back.
I was about to say, I can't wait to see about that last one. What'd you gonna say?
They're not coming back.
I don't think people understand how
it's exhausting.
Tough that is to do. Not like literally like labor. Just you can't really be a fan sitting in front of a damn computer and a camera in a confined 2-foot space. Yeah.
If the volume give me a raise, it's over with.
Well, that's a different story.
I get a bonus?
If you want to do it for the bread, I mean, yeah, 100%.
Sky, we get a game day bonus. It's a wrap, dog, but we don't get paid for long streams no more.
Like, I ain't gonna hold you. If A to Z was like, yeah, you need to stream the game, the negotiation would have went differently. Because I hated it when I did it for that year. Yeah. Like anybody that, I mean, you've seen me at the game, so you know personally. Anybody that's been there, bro, ain't no way.
The only way I do it, Sky, and I have thought about this, is if we have a studio, right, that we can just whatever, right, and do it like Shango style. Just have a camera up here.
Oh yeah, that's different. Yeah,
and we ain't doing commentary. We ain't entertaining y'all, right? But we may have some lav mics on, and you know, just
like
kind of
like a 10-second delay so they can beep it out or something.
So they can beep us out because we gonna cuss, and we can do it like Peyton and Eli do. Like they just kick it, and they friends come over, and we just watching the game, but y'all just watching us.
Yeah, I do that.
If it's that, we can boogie. But if I'm looking at the camera, like, all right, guys, and Dak is at the line, and okay, all right, guys, it's second down, and Dak is running, and here we go. And that ain't fun. That ain't fun.
Cooper Rush is back in the game. Let's go, guys.
Here we are. And yeah, like I said, volume didn't fire either one of us. We good. We straight. Appreciate you. Who was that? Okay, Mr. Leotis dropped 5. Appreciate you, Mr. Leotis. He dropped 5 and said Schoonmaker looks like RoboCop on the field. He's as mobile. Well, he's as mobile as RoboCop. Gotcha. Do we still scream volume and throw up the deuce still? Yeah, we still volume. Yeah, or Voch. Yeah, we still volume. We still. I expect the last thirds of the month. I expect them, so we still here. The smart Stephen Jones dropped 5 and says planes not working makes me think
Phones.
Phones. Pardon me. I spell along with that. Phones not working makes me think of Rick James and Charlie Murphy. They never should have gave you fellas money. If they gave us some money, we have a working phone. Appreciate you.
I actually think spacing out the phones is a good thing.
I think it's incredible because I think y'all do get sick of each other.
Yeah, I ran into that yesterday.
Well, like the whole audience got sick of whoever it was on the phone.
The audience got sick of him. I was getting sick. I was like, hey, man.
You really brought my show down for 8 minutes. and I can never get it back. Like, bro, it ain't like you just got in, asked a bad question, and got out. Like, you brought down my show for 8 minutes, dog. Scott, we got to find a better way to do it, man.
See, the difference between us and the radios, we don't got a what do they call it? Yeah, when they're filtering the calls, whatnot.
Mm-hmm. We don't have a screen, man. We don't
a screener. Yeah,
we don't screen the call.
And the way they do, go ahead.
Plus on the radio, we'll still ask me a question and just like keep talking. Ask me a question and keep talking.
Yeah, Voch, so what do you think about Luke Schoonmaker?
Yeah, man, and just on that point about Schoonmaker, we're gonna go ahead and move on here. On that point about Schoonmaker, see, and they'll ask you, and then they'll get you out of there as they're answering your question.
Now we talking to you.
Yeah, we talking, and then I'll be like, you got something else? Anything else you want to say? Like, nah,
I guess
bro,
we could be better with that. Yeah,
we could be better with that. So we'll make some rules.
And to see, one thing I didn't notice on shows like that, like radio, though, you call in and be like, so what do you want to talk about? The screener. And if it ain't nothing that they won't send you through.
Don't even go to you. That's smart.
Yeah.
But the phone's broke today, though. This ain't got nothing to do with that. The phone's broke today. We just ain't got
something.
Yeah. So we just ain't got them. Appreciate you. Panthers had their GM, assistant GM, the owner's wife, and the head coach at practice watching O-line, D-line drills. It's bad. For real? Oh no, I gotta go see that. And then he came back and dropped the deuce. Says heads might roll in Carolina soon. That's their problem. Let's see. What did he say?
Cooper Rush said, "Hear ye, hear ye."
Hear ye, hear ye.
Hear ye, hear ye.
Oh, Scott, that was a good laugh, man. Guillotine says, "Do we still have access to?"
Who said that?
Do we still have access to Brumley? Yes, we still have Brumley. I was talking to Brumley today, and I brainstorm with him every other day because I feel like it's a lot of things that we can do to be better, And I hit up Brumley. I say, "Hey, Brumley, go and talk to them about something, man. We'll go from there."
Man,
so yeah,
Brumley will forever have Brumley the man.
Look. Let me tell you something. When they cancel them damn flights,
bro, he was on it.
And next thing you know, we get a hotel better than the one we were staying at. And he was like, "Here's your information." I was like, "Hey, Brumley don't fuck around."
He do not. No, he don't.
I understand. I'm a content creator, and I do have jokes, guy. Like that's the one thing that's unorthodox about our show. We do have a good time and we laugh a bunch. But when I tell you the Brumley joke is not a bit,
no,
that is not a bit. Me and Sky was in a couple of situations, and it took a phone call, and before you know it, it was done.
Yeah,
Dunsky. And that's in Frisco. That's in Oxnard. We can man, Brumley. So we had this restaurant, dog, and my card declined, and I don't want to leave the restaurant, and the bill about $200, and I need that right now. And Brumley be like,
"Brother, what's the number, Voch?"
What's it? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Voch, give me the number to the restaurant. And how much you want to tip, and give me like 5 minutes.
Facts.
All right, Brumley. I want to tip him $50. Here's the phone number, and we'll see. All right. I'll be on this right now. Hey, all right. Cool. Call you back. And before you know it, In 4 minutes and 50 seconds, bzz, bzz, waiter got paid. All right, cool. I bet. I just be Scott. I swear to God, I want to be. And look, this is a serious moment where I'm like showing who just I'm saying, reflecting a little bit. If I'm ever in a position where, like, I'm like Pat McAfee, right, and I got so much leverage, I can get whatever I want from any company. I just want to remember who I've worked with along the way, right? Like our guy, Christian. I love Christian so much.
Is that the Viking fan?
Christian, Paul. Yeah. He's the Eagle fan.
Okay.
Paul's a Viking fan. Paul's a Vikings fan. Christian, I can hit Christian at 8 p.m. I know he off, and he on the East Coast, so it's 9 for him. I can hit Christian like, hey man, Christian, Trey Lance just got traded to Dallas. I know you off, man. Can I get a thumbnail real quick? And Tristan, he'll stop what he's doing and give me a badass Trey. Not even like a bullshit thrown together Trey Lance thumbnail. He'll give me a fire Trey Lance thumbnail. If I'm working on some non-volume YouTube stuff, I'm like, hey man, I've been trying to work on some thumbnails. Can you send me some Voch face reactions? He's like, I got you, man. He'll send me like 20 of them. Show me what if I ever get to Pat McAfee level,
yeah,
I'm bringing him along. If Brumley get fired from here, because we all gonna get fired at some point, I'm finding Brumley. If I get to Pat McAfee level, I'm finding Brumley, and Brumley's gonna be my handler, like if I could just, and he just handles my shit for me.
I feel you, bro. My guy like that is Sosa.
Sosa for you.
That's my guy. And man, a lot of the things that y'all been seeing over the last 4 years is Sosa. I can hit him up, and he on the West Coast too, so ours is mad weird over there. Mm-hmm. I hit him up, he up mad early. I got you, bro. Give me da-da-da-da. And he shoot that straight to me. And I don't even ask him for a lot because people don't know this, but he handles like 29 teams now for A to Z. Like and the thing about it, when and again, we pulling a curtain back a little bit. Sure. When A to Z approached me and said, hey, we want you on board, I said, you can't have me without Sosa.
Yeah. That's
so, because I had told Sosa a couple years ago, I said, yo, I know this is going somewhere. I don't know where yet, but you coming with me.
Yep.
And it was like, well, who's that? What does he do? I said, I'm gonna just show you this. You can rap to him and you can figure it out, but he coming. And what happened was he changed the entire look of the company. So now he getting even a bigger bag than what it was intentionally supposed to be, because he helped change the whole look, man. So yeah, man, loyal people, man.
I love that, man. I love that. And I just hope that we can get to that level where we can make impact on like good people. Because the one thing I don't want is like Brumley to just work at T-Mobile or something. Ain't nothing wrong with working at T-Mobile, but Brumley gets shit done.
Oh man,
Brumley's a motherfucker.
I say, hey, Brumley, man, they lost my luggage, dog. It's somewhere in Las Vegas. He said,
just give me 5 minutes.
What flight were you on, Sky?
One more, then we're gonna get to Marcus Hardison, dog. Skywalker Steele. I was so envious of his look. I was like, damn, boy, Sky camera way better than mine, bro. Damn, boy, Sky shit clear to the
bro hit me and said, hey, dog, what you got?
Look, Brumley hit you. And before you know it, it's a Amazon link. I don't know how he used my email to get through Amazon, but Amazon sent me an email and said, hey, bro, you about to get a microphone, a camera,
the cam link, all that. Yeah.
God damn, Brumley a piece. Dog, I'm keeping Brumley. I don't care where we going. Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, he also said bring me along too, so he could be the quote of the day guy. But you coming too, Marcus. At the volume, that's me, you, and Brumley today, Scott. Time is priceless. Time is paramount. Why? Because there's nothing so useless as efficiently doing a task which shouldn't be done at all. Hold on, Scott. Hold on. Let me. Time is priceless.
Yeah.
Time is paramount. Why? Because there's nothing so useless as efficiently doing a task that shouldn't even been done in the first place.
The efficiently doing a task that shouldn't be done is crazy.
That's madness. Sky, how many times we be spending all day doing some shit that don't even matter in the grand scheme? How many times? And Scott, we just talked about this yesterday after the thing, right? How many times have we finished doing something and said, I don't even know what the fuck I was doing over here this goddamn long. I hate that. I hate that I was just
I know
here
what you're
this
talking about.
all that. I hate that I was here this damn long. Why did I Scott, efficiently? Scott, why did I take all this time?
Stop. I just got that.
They'll never know. Scott, how come if efficiently I've put so much time into something? Why am I trying to be perfect at some bullshit? I can be building some real shit that's gonna do something. Scott, that's cold. Scott, that's cold. Cause also too, I tell you this, there was a time in my life so look, I still game, right? I'm a huge gamer, right? I game still to this day, all day, every day, right? But there was a time where I was gaming more than I was YouTubing. And Law Nation inspires the shit out of me. Skywalker Steele inspires the shit out of me. Of course, yeah, all y'all guys, y'all inspire me, right? And this was when Voch was like, man, I'll stream once a week or some shit.
I remember that, Voch.
Boy, Voch used to be, hey, look, y'all, I don't know how I built my audience that fast, guy. It must have been just draft season, but Voch didn't work that hard a whole bunch. And man, I just remember like Fallout 4 came out or something, Sky. And there was, it was a game where you had replayability and I can build my character and I'm building forts and shit. And I'm just like, dog, I put so much time into Fallout. Everybody else making money. I'm spending game money. People making real money. And watching Law Nation do something once a day, Law do 5 things a day now. They do 5 things a day now, but this was when Law did 1 thing a day. And I'm looking at Law Nation, I'm like, damn, dog, Law Nation doing something per day. And I'm going once a week. And I'm playing fucking Fallout 4 all day. I still game. I got my Switch plugged up to the TV right now. But Voch will do Patreon. Voch gonna work out in the morning. Voch gonna work out in the evening. Voch gonna watch some film just so I can be aware. Voch gonna gather stats on teams that ain't good. Voch gonna shoot an episode of the Volume. Voch gonna go on Bleach Report. Voch about to do something with Foots, as tired as I am now. And I'm gonna do one more thing just to hold y'all over for tomorrow, since we ain't going live tomorrow. But then after that's done, all right, now let me find time to play games. Now let me find time to get my leisure activity in.
I had to give it up.
You got to give it up, because Scott, I'm 31. I'm a man. I'm for 31 now. Talk to me. I'm a man. I'm for 31 now.
There's
Scott.
sacrifices you 100, and we talked about that a lot though. To gear, I think a lot of people just, we popped on the camera. Nah, there's a lot of sacrifices made, and sacrifices still being made to climb this ladder, man.
Mm-hmm. But Scott, I tell you what, I wouldn't change that for the world.
Hell
man.
no.
I tell you, I told Brian Broadus, because we're just friends with Brian. Like I used to pray at night, cry myself to sleep, be miserable at Pizza Hut, delivery driving, talking to the sky, delivery driving, hoping, praying, wishing to be this busy and this exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
I used to ask for this. So why would I be so ungrateful as the bullshit on some shit that I asked for, especially when life is so good now after asking for it?
I always go back to that, bro. And we actually have that conversation every time. Like, man, you do your Bleacher Report, and then we do the show, and we doing film, and I'll come to you like, man, I just did this, and I got this, and I'm watching the film, and I'm like, you know what, though? We both say this to each other. But this is what we wanted. So what are we talking about, man? Let's go. And then we fire right back up. Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Better than non-slip shoes and dropping them wings and cleaning that.
We still human.
Out.
That's the point of the thing, though. We human. We just gotta, collect our thoughts and understand we are blessed though, and we are where we want to be.
Boy, I never forget, man. Remember that Tony Romo, Peyton Manning Bronco game, that big shootout that got into the 50s? Yeah. I was at Pizza Hut. I ain't and look, now I ain't missed a Cowboy game in 5 years or something. Shit, life good. Hey man, appreciate y'all for being here, chat. Me and Will still really kind of wanted to just get this over with and get out of here, but I think we gave y'all a pretty good show today. Pretty solid output today. But thank y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Follow all the socials. Voch Lombardi. The Volume. Follow Skywalker still. Skywalker, Steele. Tap into his show in the morning. So are you going to get a call in the morning, or are you going to go live in the morning?
No, I got Pat coming on tomorrow. Pat NOC Walker, DallasCowboys.com. We'll get some inside stuff. Maybe we'll ask about the Hendershot stuff, and then basically going to hear me talk about the same thing we just talked about today. Panthers offense, Panthers defense.
Yep. 8 to Z Dallas in the morning, 8:30 to 10:30. And follow me on patreon.com/Voch Lombardi and on the X app, Twitter/Voch Lombardi. Lay y'all the pieces, man. Iceberg Q says, when the grease is hot, drop the fish. Appreciate you, sir. Y'all hold it down for the dose. You was in the piece, your whiskey, man. Volume.
Beats Planet.
Oh yeah, chat, I forgot. I'm dropping a link in the chat box right now. Let's go raid Authentic.
Shouts out to our guy.
Let's go raid Authentic. I'm dropping a link in the chat right now.
Hurry up.
I know, cause we're still about to hit end and go take a nap somewhere.